Hello and welcome, this is Impact Frames and welcome to another video, this time talking about the rig that I made for Blender and all the new updates for the rig. So in this video I will show you how to manipulate the rig and also use it with Automatic 1111 Web UI. And to use this you need to start Automatic 1111 with the -- API in the bat file. You need to add this. And also in the settings, you need to come to ControlNet and check this checkbox, which is allow other scripts to control the extension, because we are going to use a script inside Blender, which is this script that you run it like that. And when you press F12 to render, it will send this to automatic and it will send you back a render with the prompts that you select. So if you see in the background here is working. Normally it will be a bit quicker, but let's see. In the script you can select the maps that you want to use, like if you are going to use the bone maps or you want to use the head. I like the head the best, but you need to do another thing to use it. So you can here add a prompt and the negative prompt, and then it will make the render based on that. Like when we have the render back from the web UI, yeah, it shows here. So because I wrote like a human, and it will take the shape of the bones and make the illustration with the bones, with the bone pose. So to use this, you need to be selecting the root bone. And when you select the root bone, you will have these properties here. But if you have the space switcher, you can have the properties anywhere when you click. So you can click here and you will have the properties everywhere. So that's the advantage of installing the space switcher that I put on the website. You can see in the website, in the thing, I have the links. To get this space switcher, you need to come to this website and install it like it says there. So, but if you don't have it, doesn't matter. You can just click the root bone, and you will have these options there. So you can enable to have the figure, and if you have the figure, you can see better the shapes. You can pose your character with this, put it wherever you want. The camera is already like in place for you to render, so you don't need to do much things. You can zoom in, zoom out. So it's already prepared for the rendering. And you can also use this picker here, so you can select another part just by clicking in the picker, instead of, if you want to get to that root bone that I was talking about, is this button here. And you can also hide parts of the bones, like you can hide like the hands, because apparently the hands aren't working well with the extension, or like it's not the extension, but rather the model hasn't been trained on hands and feet. So when they solve that, this will work. But for now, you can use the Cani and the head map instead, using the model. Like you can come here and use this. And all of these features are for when you have your bone layer, you can make it like bigger sticks, bigger everything if you want to tweak the pose. If you want to tweak because it's not recognizing well the skeleton, you can come here and play with these settings, see if that helps you. And this one line here, you can make the lines in the render. You can make the lines in the render bigger or smaller. So if you can change the compositor, and if you were to come here and render this with F12, in the compositor you can see that you have the lines. These lines you can make it bigger or smaller with this. So you can put like 6 line there and it will be a lot thicker. Right now it's trying to send us the... Yeah, another thing is that you have to come here to use the head. You have to put, in the script, you have to put true. And you have to put false in here, or if you want to use both, then use both. But just to make sure we are using the head map. So this here is the head map. It's coming into the render output as a head map. And if we press F12, you need to wait until this finishes. So yeah, you can specify if it's a woman or a man in the prompt, as I said. It had like a human wearing casual clothes, and basically it's making a man instead of a woman, but it might pick a woman now if I do this. Let's see. And as you see, the line is double the thickness because I switched from 3 here to 6, but 3 is a good number. So we leave it at 3 for next time, but let's see how the render comes out. You can also use these maps straight from the render into this control net here. Like you normally use control net, you can just come and go into the results and upload the maps. Like if you want to upload this and use the head one, enabling this, and without any processor. You can use the... But right now, because I'm using the API, I'm using this straight from Blender. It will error out like an split thing. It will come with an error, so that's why I'm not using it right now. But you can do it. Just remember that you cannot use both at the same time, so you will have to restart the UI to use it together. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like the rig. Thanks. Bye.